This is the single most important activity you can do to grow your speaking business.
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue, it is something you are.
I was talking with a VP from Aflac, and I asked him, I was like, hey, what's the difference between your top salespeople and everyone else? And the answer was simple. I mean, instantly said it. He said, the top sales guys, they always do prospecting. That's what they do 24/7. And it's true. I realized that's the same difference between the top speakers and everyone else. The top speakers, they're always prospecting. They're always out there looking for new gigs, for new events. They're not on Facebook. They're not checking all this stuff. They're always prospecting. I can guarantee you this. If you're not getting gigs, I guarantee it's because you're not prospecting. I mean, if I were to stand over your shoulder, be honest, would I see you constantly prospecting? When speakers say, I'm not getting gigs, it's because, one, their website is horrible. They don't have the marketing materials. I mean, it's just horrible. Two, they're not doing anything about it. They're just wondering why things aren't working. Don't be one of those guys. It's very simple. At this moment in time, nobody knows about you. You don't have their attention. So you have to grab their attention. You have to get people to know about you, to hear about you. And you do that by prospecting 24/7, all day, every day. How do you get yourself to prospect more? I mean, you're thinking, okay, I need to do something to change. How do you get yourself to prospect more? Because nobody really likes prospecting. So how do you get yourself to freaking do it? Well, first thing, you need to see the connection between prospecting and the amount of gigs that you get. See the connection between the amount of people that you contact and the amount of gigs and the amount of money you make as a speaker. Next thing is you need to be very clear about what it is you're going to do. Clarity is power. And in the SpeakPro Academy, I literally say, here are the emails that I use. Here's exactly what to do. When you're not clear about what you need to do, that is one of the reasons why you're not doing it. So you have to be very clear. Like, when I wake up, here's what I'm going to do. See, if you don't have a process down for getting gigs, then it's going to be hard to get gigs because you won't have that clarity. You have to basically say, okay, here's exactly how I find gigs. Here's exactly what I say to them when they respond. Here are the responses that happen. Here's my response to that. Here's what happens after that. Here's blah, blah, blah. You literally have a process. Then you have to stop being a wuss and just start prospecting. I was at an event yesterday and basically at the event, I mean, I do this all the time. I'll take a picture of their list of events that's happening and I'll just take a picture. That way I can prospect more. You always think in terms of prospecting. Always, always, always. You need to associate prospecting with money in the bank. If you forget to prospect, you're going to die a slow death. I mean, you're going to wonder why you're not getting gigs, why gigs aren't coming in, because when you take a step back and if you really look, you'll notice you are not prospecting enough. So stop complaining, start prospecting.